Good day. Thank you for joining us for today's news. If you find this helpful, please consider subscribing. We're here every day with calm, clear updates just for you.
In a surprising twist, the Black Caps find themselves without their captain Tom Latham and key all-rounder Glenn Phillips. For the first test against Ambo Pratham's injury comes at a critical time, but the team remains optimistic, with Mitchell Santner stepping into the role of interim captain. Santner, who previously led in T20 formats, is confident in the team's ability to adapt and perform. The lineup has been reshuffled, with Will Young opening the batting and Henry Nichols making his way into the playing XI coach. Rob Walter believes the team's depth and strong preparation will help them navigate. The Black Caps are entering the Test Series on a high after their unbeaten performance in the Tri-Series T20. And with a mix of spin and seam options, they're ready to face the dry conditions in Bulawayo. The first test is set to kick off on Thursday, and the team is determined to carry forward their recent success.
A secret recording made in 2019 led to the arrest of Graham James Fox. For historical abuse involving a teenager in the early 1990s, Fox was sentenced to 8 months of home detention and ordered to pay $2,500 on victims and the role of recorded admissions in bringing past crimes to light.
A tragic crash near Auckland Airport left one person dead and another in hospital, causing major traffic delays on Wednesday morning. The incident occurred shortly after 4 a.m. on George Bolt Memorial Drive, prompting a swift response from immersion service to 2 vehicles with diversions in place to manage traffic. While the roads were reopened by mid-morning, travelers were warned to expect delays and plan accordingly. The serious crash unit was underway to investigate. Though no details about the cause have been released, this incident posed the dangers of road travel near major transport hubs and has sparked renewed discobo.
A new report has exposed the alarming gaps in New Zealand's response to child sexual exploitation. Survivors share harrowing stories of manipulation, threats, and a lack of accountability. The ECPAT report highlights how young people are being exploited, both online and quai. The report calls for urgent cross-sector investment in prevention and response, especially as digital exploitation be. Survivors often face disbelief or blame, and the current legislation is not equipped to address the complexities of exploitation. The report also highlights the issue under the need for better coordination and changes in how police record abuse. This report serves as a wake-up for New Zealand to cooperation.
A powerful weather system has brought chaos to parts of New Zealand, causing power outages, road closures, and flooding. The storm has left hundreds of homes without electricity, with some areas in the Bay of Plenty still experiencing distortions. Heavy rainfall has led to landslides and blocked roads, forcing the closure of key highways. The Met Service has lifted several weather alerts, but the rain continues to affect parts of the Coromandel Peninsula and Bay of Plenty. Flooding warnings have also been issued near the Rangitikei River, with local authorities urging residents to move Leicester. As the storm moves east, the focus shifts to recovery and ensuring the safety of communities affected by the extreme weather.
A growing crisis in New Zealand's healthcare sector has come to light as Health NZ admits it can't afford to employ all the qualified nurses eager to work despite a surplus of graduates and recent hires, only 45 per the public health system. A sharp decline from previous years. This has left many nursing students and professionals feeling failed by the sector, leading to widespread frustration. Over 36,000 nurses, midwives, and healthcare assistants are now preparing to strike for 24 hours, not just over pay, but also due to concerns about chronics. Health. NZ's acting clinical director, Dame Helen Stokes Lampard, acknowledged the financial constraints but stressed that safe staffing involves more than just number. It requires a holistic approach to care. As the strike looms, the pressure is mounting on the government to address these systemic issues and ensure. The challenge now is finding a balance between fiscal responsibility and the urgent need for safe staffing levels.
A tragic incident has shaken the Taranaki rugby community after a 37-year-old man, Daniel N. Mako, died in hospital following an unprovoked assault outside a local rugby club. The attack occurred on Saturday evening at the Tukapa Club Rooms on Gladstone Road, where Engine Chi was struck in the head by an unknown assailant. Tukapa Rugby Club expressed deep sorrow over the loss, highlighting the long-standing and respected presence of the Inganyoko family within the community. Police have confirmed that the victim was flown to Auckland City Hospital after the attack, where scans revealed a fractured skull and extensive brain injuries. He later succumbed to his injuries. A 22-year-old man, identified in media reports as Daytona Thompson, has been charged with common assault and is set to reappear in court on the 21st of August, according to police. The assault was unprovoked, and Thompson fled the scene after striking Inganiko, who fell backward and hit his head on the footpath. The tragedy has sparked a broader conversation about the role of violence in sports and community spaces, with many calling for swift justice and accountability as the community mourns. The incident serves as a stark reminder of the need for vigilance and support in preventing such incidents from occurring in the future.
A secret recording led to the arrest of Graham James Fox for historical abuse, revealing his admission of inappropriate conduct with a teenager in the early 1990s. The case highlights the long-term impact on the victim and the legal implications of the conformity.
In a significant move, New Zealand has joined a joint statement with 15 other countries calling for the recognition of the State of Palestine. This comes as the global community continues to push for a two-state solution and a cut pay in Gaza. The statement, signed by foreign ministers from nations like Australia, Canada, and Francis Paya, it also highlights deep concern over the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, where civilians, especially children, are facing starvation and inadequate bread. Meanwhile, French President Emmanuel Macron has signaled his country's intent to formally recognize Palestine during a UN meeting in September. New Zealand's involvement in this global effort tears a commitment to peace and human rights as the international community continues to push for a just and lasting peace in the region. The call for Rebnikni.
A man accused of an armed robbery at a Waingrey pub has been denied bail. The incident, which took place on the 25th of July, involved a man entering the Kensington Tavern with a gun, firing a shot into the ceiling, and demanding money. The 35-year-old suspect is now facing 8 serious charges. Police arrested him days after the robbery, and the weapon used in the incident was recovered in a separate operation. One patron was injured at the suspect. The bar owner reported that the suspect fled. With around 5 theft, the local community shaken, and this sparked discovered crime prevention measure, the need for stronger kalo. As the legal proceedings continue, the focus remains on ensuring justice and protecting the community from future threats.
That's all for today's news. We appreciate your time. If you enjoyed this update, please consider subscribing. Your support helps us keep going.